Let me ask you something strange. Why is it that the moment you close your front door, you finally breathe, not a small breath? I mean that deep exhale, the one that feels like your nervous system just powered down after being on high alert all day. Outside the house, everything feels tense. Every conversation feels like you're being evaluated. Every text feels like it might contain hidden meaning. Every social situation feels like a performance you didn't rehearse for. But the second the door clicks shut, silence. Your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenches, your brain stops scanning the room for danger, and suddenly you feel safe. Now here's the uncomfortable question. Is that just introversion, or is your brain treating the world like a battlefield? Because there's a massive difference between enjoying quiet and feeling like human interaction is something you have to survive. And most people don't realize which one they're actually experiencing. Let's start with the myth everyone repeats. Maybe you're just an introvert. That explanation sounds comforting, but for many people, it's not the real story. Introversion simply means your energy recharges alone. You enjoy people, you like conversation, you just need quiet afterward to reset. But what many people experience isn't recharging, it's escape. The difference is subtle but powerful. If you're introverted, you leave a party feeling tired. If you're hypervigilant, you leave a party feeling like you just finished a psychological obstacle course. You replay every sentence you said. Did that sound weird? Did they think I was awkward? Why did I say that? Your brain scans for mistakes the way security cameras scan for intruders. And the wild part, this doesn't happen because you're weak. It happens because your nervous system believes social interaction is dangerous. Psychologists like Carl Jung talked about introversion as a personality preference, but chronic hypervigilance is something completely different. It's a survival mode. Your brain treats conversations like high-stakes performances, which means every interaction drains energy like a phone running 10 apps at once. And by the time you get home, your battery is dead. That's why the front door feels magical, because once you're inside, the performance ends. But here's where things get interesting. When you're alone, something powerful happens. You gain total control. No one interrupts you. No one shifts the emotional tone of the room. No one suddenly asks a question you weren't prepared for. Everything becomes predictable. Your room stays the same. Your routine stays the same. Your objects stay the same. Your laptop doesn't judge you. Your phone doesn't suddenly decide you're awkward. Your coffee mug never changes its personality. And for a nervous system that's constantly scanning for danger, predictability feels like oxygen. Think about it. You can control when you answer messages. You can control when you speak. You can control when the world enters your attention. That's why so many people slowly build what psychologists sometimes call a fortress mentality. Inside the fortress, everything is manageable. Outside the fortress, anything could happen. Someone might criticize you. Someone might misunderstand you. Someone might move the emotional goalposts, and your brain hates unpredictability. So it starts building walls. At first, those walls feel comforting. You cancel one social plan, then another. Then you tell yourself, honestly, I'm happier alone anyway. And sometimes that's true, but here's where the paradox begins. Because while the fortress protects you, it also traps you. You might feel lonely, but at the exact same time, the idea of letting someone close enough to fix that loneliness feels terrifying. It's like standing outside a warm room, but the door handle burns your hand every time you try to open it. So you stay outside, safe, but cold. And over time, something subtle starts happening inside your brain. Your social muscles weaken. Think of it like fitness. If you stop exercising for months, your body doesn't suddenly stay strong. Your muscles shrink, your stamina drops, your body forgets what effort feels like. The same thing happens socially. The longer you avoid interaction, the harder it becomes. Your brain forgets what normal connection feels like. Small conversations suddenly feel exhausting. Meeting new people feels overwhelming. Even replying to messages feels like climbing a mountain. And the scariest part, your brain starts misinterpreting this exhaustion as proof that people are dangerous, which creates a self-fulfilling loop. You avoid people because they feel threatening, But avoiding people makes them feel even more threatening, which makes you avoid them even more. Slowly, your world gets smaller, your safe zone shrinks, your fortress walls grow thicker. Until eventually your brain only relaxes in one place. Home, door locked, world shut out. But here's the hopeful part most people never hear. Your nervous system can learn new definitions of safety, not overnight, not dramatically, but slowly, through tiny signals, because the brain doesn't update beliefs through logic, it updates them through experience, small experiences, low-risk experiences, micro-experiences. For example, instead of forcing yourself into huge social events, start ridiculously small. Send one message, not 10. 1. Walk into a cafe and sit for 10 minutes. You don't even have to talk to anyone. Just exist in a shared space. Your nervous system quietly observes something important. Nothing catastrophic happened. Another small step. Have one short conversation with someone you already trust. 5 minutes, that's it. Your brain learns again. Connection didn't equal danger. Over time, these moments retrain your nervous system. You slowly replace the old rule, people are threats, with a more accurate rule. Some people are safe, and this is where an important distinction appears. Isolation hides, solitude restores. Isolation is driven by fear, solitude is driven by intention. One shrinks your world. The other strengthens you before re-entering it. Healthy solitude says, I'm stepping away to recharge. Isolation whispers, I'm hiding so nothing can hurt me. And once you notice that difference, something powerful happens. You stop trying to eliminate solitude. Instead, you redesign it. You keep your quiet time. You keep your recharge space. But you also slowly build what psychologists sometimes call a circle of safety. Not a huge social network, not 20 people, just a few, 2 or 3 people who feel calm to your nervous system. People who don't move emotional goalposts. People who don't make every conversation feel like a test. With that circle, something amazing happens. Your brain learns that connection doesn't always equal chaos. And suddenly, the world outside your front door becomes less threatening. Not because the world changed, but because your nervous system did. And that's the real goal. Not becoming the most social person in the room. Not forcing yourself into endless interaction. But building a life where connection doesn't feel like combat. Where solitude is a choice, not a hiding place. So tonight, try something small, not dramatic, not overwhelming. Just one tiny step outside the fortress. Send that message, step into that cafe, have that 5-minute conversation. Your nervous system doesn't need proof that the whole world is safe. It just needs a few moments that show it. Not everyone is a threat. Start there. And slowly, your world gets bigger again. Let's level up together.